And we are back for yet another session of Rusthenge. We are now on session 7, after the party has basically finished this floor. I found some friends. We will have a proper summary as well for whoever wants a free extra hero point. Any volunteer?
I can do it this time.
Me. Shiki, go for it.
How about it?
Alright, so we went in, punched the two envy spawn creature things that looked like the things in Stoneholm, to death. Alufina, Surge Claw, and Psycho all got pretty ripped up, so we spent some time patching up, and then we retreated for the day. After that, in the morning, we came back, fought more cultists, more things, and discovered that a pair of the rooms in which the weird envy spawn creatures were essentially magic gathering devices that were sending all of the magic they gathered down. And now we're standing at the opening of the stairs, waiting to go and see what's down there.
There was also at the end, there was the Bogarts that you have found that gave you a mission to clear out the path.
Froggy people.
Yeah, the frog people. But yeah, that was pretty much it. In a real short summary. So, here's your hero point. Alright, so we resume as the party is in this more of a secret lab, where that was hidden compared to the research lab that was with the bunch of books. This one is a bit more hidden, but the party has found it despite the hidden doors, both hidden doors going through it. So you are currently standing in this room as the machines keep ticking and working for their purpose in this room as you are getting ready to go downstairs. So, as the party wants to go downstairs, do you want to go downstairs like really prepared, or as we go into encounter mode before, or you just go a bit more relaxed and then see what's down there first?
I would expect baddies right on the bottom.
I'm not opposed to prepping a bit, but all of my things are like turn 1 things anyways, so...
Alright, if everybody's ready, I'm just gonna roll some perception just to start an encounter, and then you can delay to get the order that you want. So Psycho, you rolled higher. What do you want to do?
I'm going to delay until after Alufina.
Shiki, what do you want to do?
I feel like that's going to be a
Same.
common idea.
Alright, Search Law, what do you want to do?
I want to be before Shiki.
Alright. And then Alfina, what do you want to do? Do you want to delay as well?
I'm going to let my eyes figure out which order they want to be after me.
Alright, so Alfina first, and then who?
Me.
Psycho. That should work. Return.
And then
Yes.
Shiki's shirt claw, I think, is what they said.
Yeah, I
Surge
think it
calls
was
after- or
actually
before
the
Shiki.
other way around. I think it was Alufina, then Psycho, then Surge Claw, then Shiki.
Then Search
That
Law.
works.
Then Shiki. And then...
Also, for some reason, this owl is on me.
Don't bully my owl.
I didn't ask for this owl. It's just on me.
So we have Alufina going first, then Psycho, then Search Law, then Shiki. there is a teleporter at the end of the stairs that's going to move you to the next room. I'm going to move the camera manually there. Just give me a second so I don't do something wrong and spoil everything. And there we go, and pull to scene. That should work and only show nothing because there is no vision there because there is no body. I will need to recreate the encounter down there. It'll be fine. Alright, so
Before we walk down, Search Claw, is there anything you would like to make me drink before we go down, or are you good to go?
That's a fairly ominous statement and / question. No.
You've been feeding me like a whole bunch of stuff that's been really helpful, so I'm just wondering, do you have more of that? What's the cost? I don't know. So, is there anything you want to do or no?
I have more of it, but I think it's going to be more beneficial to feed it to you after we know for sure, so I don't splurge out my vials. I only have 6 of them.
That's fine. You know how it works, so let's go.
Alright, so Alufina, I'm gonna describe the stairs for you. Because that will count towards your movement. The stairway down this level extends a total of 100 feet, both down and to the west. So to get all the way down to the floor that will be later, you will need to move the equivalent of 100 feet. And I do believe you move at 20 speed.
Correct.
Alright, so what you can do is the party can move up to the portal, and then once you get to the portal to teleport to the other side, you will have, I'm gonna say you have one less action from the, let's see. You're gonna have your 3 actions as you get teleported.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that should work.
we're gonna do a 2 move and raise shield and take it somewhat slow.
Alright.
And everyone can do like 2 move and have an action, or 1 move and have an action.
Because yeah, as you
We're not sprinting down the stairs. Taking it slow.
well, you're gonna be moving with defend basically.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, you can move to get to the teleport. I do think you can see it, the blue
Yeah, it's
things.
a crossed area.
Alright. So now it's gonna be new turns, and then the party will be 5 feet more behind every time. So do take that into consideration for your movement. But yeah, Alufina, you are now getting down the stairs. There is still walls to the side of you, so you cannot see much. But you have 3 actions. What do you do?
So like the way this would work is we would just go down the stairs one behind each other
Yep.
as a group, but it's hard to simulate in the encounter state.
Yeah.
But like I would like before, so I see a wall in front of me not too far. Before we start seeing more stuff, I would like for everyone to kind of be here. Because we're not like one person is going forward and then the other one's going forward. We're going together. But
Yeah, well, you are going downstairs, and there's like some more level parts that you can stand, but then you don't get vision until you really get downstairs. You are in the last like 20 feet of stairs before
Yeah.
hitting the floor. So the rest of the party doesn't really see what you see because you are currently going more down. As soon as you move 5 feet, then someone else can go behind you and start seeing more what you can see.
okay, so let's do 5 feet then.
Alright, so that's going to be 1 action. What do you want to do with the rest? Because we are in encounter mode, so we're going to use actions.
I guess I'm delaying until someone shows up next to me. and we take it like uber slow.
Alright, you cannot delay mid-turn, so you're just gonna end your
Yeah,
turn
end
here.
turn.
So raise your...
Shield, sure.
Alright. Alright, Psycho, you were 5 feet behind Alufina. And now there's...
Technically, the dragon was 5 feet behind
Yeah,
Elephant.
the dragon is 5 feet behind Alufina, yes. And then now you know that there's some space behind Alufina, but only one. So you can move the dragon, probably.
Yeah, the dragon.
And then I'm gonna fix the camera because it still doesn't see anything.
And I will be 5 feet behind the dragon. I just can't
Yep.
display that.
Let's see. No, because it's not active. That's probably why. Well, the stream's gonna be a black screen for a second. Alright. And then I'm gonna assume the rest of the party just follows Halufina, moving 5 feet per turn.
Yeah. Very slowly.
Alright. Halufina.
I move 5 feet. And reshield.
Alright. Psycho, you can move the dragon and then move your character.
Use the act together to move myself and the dragon.
Do you want to do something else with your other 2 actions?
Yeah, actually. I will cast Detect Magic once I reach the bottom. Once I'm visible on this map.
Yep. There we go. You don't detect any magic in what you can see. Alright, and then Searchlight and Shiki, you're just following.
Correct.
Alright.
Yup.
Skip. Alufina.
I move 5 feet.
Alright,
And let's see what we see.
so you're
Just a tiny bit more. Reshield.
moving down the stairs more and more as you can more easily see a giant. Let's see, what's the correct words? In this 40 foot high chamber, brightly lit by flickering flames set into small silver-lined nooks, with the carefully controlled light artfully illuminating several painted frescoes on the opposite wall. This tall gallery holds finely crafted depiction of an ornate and ooved giant in rusted metal plate, accomplishing great task of utter destruction, with the last in the series showing some sort of ritual that you can barely see from where you are, but sure. And the rest of the description you cannot really see. To the west, you see a massive 15-foot wide iron door sealing the passage beyond, with sharp spikes and blade of rusted metal covering the entire surface of the door. So that's what is right in front of you. Alright, so you're still moving 5 shield and then wait.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Psycho, if you want to move a bit, and then Searchclaw will be able to get down to this map as well.
Perfect.
Well, I'm going
So-
to- I'll move myself and the dragon.
Alright, do you want to do something else with your other 2 actions?
You know, I'm just going to reinforce the Eidolon with a focus cantrip.
Alright. Just drag that on your companion. There we go. Searchclaw, you can move down into the portal to teleport.
Yep.
And then Shiki, you're following. Alright, Alfrina, you are about to get out of the stairs. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk 5, maybe continue movement.
Alright,
I will turn here.
alright. As you do so,
10.
you do spot some enemies that were hiding in the darkness under the stairs. As they were trying to hide, you didn't perceive them at first, but now they are visible because you just straight up walked into them.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to set their initiative correctly because they weren't that great a stealth, but you rolled really low on your perception.
Meanwhile, Shiki
Stop.
upstairs with no idea.
Alright,
Well, you're on the lower plateau, not far.
roll. Alright, Alfina, you still have 2 actions, and I'm gonna...
Yeah, I am continuing my movement.
Yep.
To here, 20 feet. I yell, contacts, 2 of them down here.
Alright, as
Might
you
be more on
move...
the other side.
As you move towards them, they are still the same. They are similar to what you've seen before, and you take an attack of opportunity as you
Yep, from the first
move
one.
within their reach. He rolls real low, so you are fine. And then, yeah, that's the one you take because you were in its reach. You still have 1 action.
Yeah, I will. No, that was a movement, and that is 1 action, so I still have 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will attack first one in front of me.
Yep. See if I have some combat music I could play. I'll reduce the volume. There you go.
Big old poke. And I will raise shield. I'm chilling.
Alright. Take some damage. Alright, this will be the actually, I'm just gonna do this so the camera works and then bring Shiki back. Full scene. Alright, so now Shiki, you should be back on the other screen, but now we do see on the stream what's going on down here. So, Psycho, you see Alufina slowly go down the stairs and then rush more around the corner. What do you do?
Alright, I use the axe together,
Alright,
and I cast a spell with 2 actions on the target.
alright.
It is Evolution Search. I'm going to increase the speed of the dragon.
Alright.
And the dragon is going to move.
You can press X to put waypoints. Yep.
Is this rubble difficult terrain?
Yes. Let me check that it is correctly. Give me a second, I'll make it difficult terrain. This and then behavior. Difficult terrain, yes. Alright, if you use the the drag ruler for movement and pathfinding, it should tell you that it's difficult right now.
Yeah.
So even though it's 10 feet, it should be 20 actually.
Yeah, that's what it shows. Has movement speed of 45.
Yep. God damn it. I have edge crawling activated somehow. I'm gonna have to reload.
I will be able to get here.
Alright.
And then, with an action.
There we go. Alright, so you move 10, 5, then move into that for... Oh wait, no, it actually already did so that wouldn't be 20, that would be... Anyway, either way, you get there with one action with your dragon, while your caster used 2. What do you do next?
Great. Gonna hit the thing. Get that.
Alright, that's a hit. Roll for damage. That's some damage.
That'll be.
Don't you have one action left?
Oh, I do.
Because you used your
Yeah.
act together, and then move, and then...
Psycho can see what is going on.
Alright. Well, that is 3 actions. Alright, Search Law.
Alright. Search Law's gonna hear the commotion and make his way around.
Reminder that your familiar doesn't have independence, so you're gonna have to command it to move.
I kind of just imagined that it was on my shoulders for now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be... It normally costs you an action to move it. You cannot just carry it, or else I'm gonna have to remove actions for you from your main character.
That's fair. Alright. I'll just leave it where it is then.
Yep. Alright.
So that was
So you move downstairs.
25 feet.
Right next to the big old door.
I'm gonna move one more step and then aim a quick alchemy.
Alright.
And a simple strike ought to be fine. Never mind.
Sadly, that's a miss. Still roll for damage for that 1 splash damage.
Yep.
As it only takes the splash damage. I do believe that you contain the splash so it doesn't hit your allies.
Naturally.
Alright, just making sure.
And then I will just attempt a cold iron needle darts.
That is too many actions.
Oh.
You moved and then use 1 action to attack. You have 1 action left.
Oh, true, because needle darts is a double action.
Yep. Casting a spell is 2 action, unless stated otherwise, but majority is 2 actions.
That's fair. I guess I'll do another quick vial then with an attempt at fire damage.
Alright, still targeting the one in front.
Correct.
Roll for it.
Yep.
And that will be a miss again. Roll for damage for the splash.
Contained splash, obviously.
The guaranteed splash. Well, it's still 2 damage, even though you missed. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be much better once you can add your int to splash, but that is a bit later. Alright, Shiki, you are 5 feet from going downstairs. So you would be like here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost you 5 feet to basically teleport, and then the rest of the movement you can do after that.
Yup.
You have 25, so you can move 20 after. Alright, this is still a bug. Alright, so you use your whole movement to get down here.
I can't see what they're attacking from where I'm standing.
Yep, they are a bit around the wall still.
In that case, I am going to take a step to the side, so hopefully I should be able to see past. I can just barely see that guy's very edge,
Yeah.
so in that case I'm gonna use shield.
Alright, because yeah, you only have one action left, and it's gonna be a bit tricky to hit him if you had somewhere to hit for one action, so shield. Alright, just making just checking something. Yeah, that should work correctly. I'm not sure why it doesn't. Oh well. Oh, and also it breaks chat. On the stream. God damn it. Alright, it's gonna be the creature's turn, but I do need to fix something on the stream. There we go. Alright, the creature. He will start by moving here, then here. That would be 20. And they will use their reach to attack the squishy caster.
Long reach.
Yep, the reach for a range character for a melee is a square. You do get the corners as well. Only at the first reach range though. After that it's a regular circle. So yeah, even though it says 15 by movement, it would be 10 here still. That's why reach is so good in corners. But it's not good enough, as it misses. For its following action, it's gonna try to just bite the dragon. That will hit. But I do believe someone will have something to say about that.
Indeed.
So dragon will be protected for a bit of
Am
damage.
I allowed to step on the difficult terrain?
Do you have the feather step ability?
No. Negative. Is either of these tiles to the side of dragons? Are they both?
Those
difficult
are
terrain?
both difficult terrain. I did make the shape of the gravel on the ground to be difficult terrain, and that is so. You can
I'm gonna
step.
hold on it though.
Yep.
I will consume the reaction to shield, but well, to make the dragon take less damage, but I
Yep.
will not step or attack.
Yeah, you would need the feather step ability to step into difficult terrain.
Yep.
So you do still reduce some damage, but some still get through. And I'm gonna need the dragon to roll a will save. You should see it in chat. As the dragon is bitten by the envy spawn, it its mind is assailed with sinful thoughts, and it is now sickened too. That was traction from this. The next one will continue the assault. It may not reach the summoner, but it sees that attacking the dragon does hurt as well, so it's just gonna continue doing that with its halberd at first for a bit of damage, followed by another jaw attack, as they like to do so. That will hit as well. I'm gonna need yet another will save, just in case you roll worse.
Probably rolled worse.
You did. So you would be enfeebled too as well on the dragon. And then for its final action, the envy spawn will just nibble on the dragon as it jaws as it's a jaw attack, so it's a bit easier to land. But it just fails to do so. Alright, Alofina.
I would like to trip Mr. in front of me.
Alright.
With the augmented shield.
Yep, you're using your shield augmentation to trip the creature in front of you. Target it and use your trip. Just make sure it doesn't have your item bonus, because I don't think your shield... Yeah, your shield doesn't have +1, so...
It's just strength plus trained, +8.
Yep. You do succeed. So the creature is prone, and that did get applied automatically. We love that.
Good. I will now attack.
Alright.
With multiple attack penalty.
Yes, because trip is part of the attack. Things that augment your multiple attack penalty, but that doesn't matter, you still hit. And that is some decent damage. The creature is not looking too good.
I will now raise shield. Yes.
And you end up with raising your shield.
I do be careful about attack of while reactive strikes here.
Yeah, as Psycho, it is now your turn. What do you do?
I'm absolutely not first.
As your dragon is getting beat up and getting some bad debuffs.
I'm going to act together.
Alright.
I'm going to boost the eyeball with one action.
Alright.
Be the act together.
You boost at the enemy. I'm gonna remove that. There we go. It's on the dragon now.
I carried the thing to them. Then I'm going to have the dragon use one action to hit the thing.
Gonna use the dragon to try and finish the enemy that's on the ground. And that's gonna be a big hit. It's a critical hit. Roll for damage.
Rolls the good damage on the dying.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been a crit if it wasn't for the trip, though.
Well, I was at 20 on the dice.
Yeah, it was a crit, also from the numbers.
Mhm.
It's a double crit, but only counts as one. Because there's no such thing as double crit. Alright, so... Excuse me?
Why not double crit?
Because if it works for us, it works for them too, and I
Yeah.
don't want any of that.
Yeah, suddenly taking 40 damage from the enemy because it double crit on you.
The amount of oh no!
Alright, so that was one action total for your summoner because of your act together. What do you do next with your 2 actions?
I spit lightning at the other thing.
Alright, as this is a manipulate action, you're still gonna do it, but it's gonna smack you back, and there's no take-backsies.
I would like to react to the reaction once it's done.
Alright, so this guy takes some damage, but also deals some, as Olafina got their reaction back, so they can protect Psycho a bit.
This time I will step and I will do a ranged attack on Mr. Betty here.
Just gonna apply damage to Psycho. There we go. But yeah, now you can do your thrown attack from your retributive strike.
Just making sure I'm selecting the right thing. This is it.
You can step to put the enemy in your reach. You cannot step to move to the side. But you can still attack from where you were.
Okay. I will
Because
stay.
yeah, if the enemy is triggered outside of your reaction, but within 5 feet, you can step to put the enemy in your reach before making a melee strike.
Yeah, but this also allows me to make a ranged strike. So
Yeah, but
I
you
will
can do a
just-
range strike from where you are.
Yeah.
Yep. It did already do this, so now... But you do throw it, your trident at it, but it misses, so it's now on the floor, in the rubble.
Let me drop it. Oh, I think it does. No, okay. Dropped. Alright.
Alright.
Chain reaction.
We did the electric arc. That was your 2 remaining actions, so that was the end of your turn. Search Law. As Psycho is getting beat up in front of you. But
Are you able to survive another round, Psycho? That sounds like a no. Alright, I guess I'll quick alchemy a consumable of, I believe the numbing tonic. No, soothing tonic. And then I will feed that to them.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna apply it on Psycho. That's gonna count as 2 actions for you. 1 action to make
and
it,
then
1 action to use.
I'll just quick alchemy a alchemist's fire on the bastard.
Make sure you don't like switch them right when you do that. Just feed Psycho the quick alchemy.
Oh, God.
Psycho just like, oh, this is weirdly spiced out.
That is a 20 on the dice. That is a crit hit. So roll for critical damage.
Suffer my doom.
And
Hey,
then
big
we
boob.
damage. That was a big hit. And it's also on fire.
Thank Christ you didn't eat that one.
Yep.
I do need to remove the soothing tonic from the enemy. I'm not sure why it does that, but it no longer has it. Alright, and that was 3 actions.
Yep.
Shiki,
Kill him.
your shield runs out. As it is now your turn again. What do you do?
Fortunately, I can pop it back up if I need to, because it only goes on cooldown.
Yep.
If it gets used!
Yeah, but at the moment, you're not the one that's getting punched, so should be fine.
Fine. That being said, Nilix!
Right. That is a hit. Roll for damage. And that is some damage. But the enemy is still standing. What do you do with your remaining action?
How many hit points does Psycho regain every turn?
One.
1. Yeah.
Even if they
in
go
that
down,
case, I'm gonna use the one action heal on Psycho.
even if Psycho goes down, it has no like long-term effect. So I would advise to keep your spell slot in a
Yeah.
bind. We're fine here.
Alright, I'm gonna let you retract that heal cast if you
can
want.
choose though.
Do you still want to use the one action heal with your spell slots?
The Soothing Tonic is going to pop them back up immediately once it gets around to their turn. So it's Psycho's fine.
Or the cycle goes down. The auto
Fine,
will
I'll
go-
retract the heal.
Alright.
I guess I'll pop shield because I think. Well, actually, I suppose I could use guidance.
That would be lovely.
Can
But who
give
should I use it
someone
on?
a +1 to do something.
Oh,
with guidance.
anyone but the bad guy.
Yeah, usually that's a good idea.
Guides the bad guy. No, Alefina is next, so I'm assuming she'd be the best option.
That would work.
Even though she doesn't have a weapon.
That's fine. Don't need a weapon.
Alright, so target Alefina, cast guidance. That should apply. Alright. And then it is now the enemy's turn. The enemy, while burning, will try to go to finish the job. Move over here, then move over here, far from the champion.
Oh, I don't have it, but sure, bud.
Do a cheeky little hit, which actually is a critical hit. Roll for damage. And Psycho does go down. Dragon is unsummoned. Now that its first target is down, it's gonna go for a bite on the wolf. That will also hit. And I'm gonna need a will save from Search Claw as well.
That's fine.
Should be able to click the small head button thing. Yes.
Surge Claw will save.
You succeed at the save, but it still makes you sickened from the sinful thoughts of envy that this creature lodge into your head. But that will be 3 actions with the movement it did before. So, Alefina.
Okay, I would like to raise shield first.
First, it's gonna burn up a bit and try to not burn, but it still is burning. You're gonna
I'll
raise
raise
shield?
First, and then I will move here, here, and here.
Alright. It's going to... Yeah, it's gonna strike you, because it knows it doesn't have much longer.
Okay, bring it.
If it had more HP, I would probably keep the
I will not use shield block.
no shield block. Alright, so you take a bit of damage.
And then I am gonna target him and punch him in the head. With my fist. Guidance turned on.
Yep. And that is a hit. Also, Searchlight is helping you by making you off guard.
Yeah, that was one.
And that is enough to finish him.
I'm helping.
But the fight isn't over, as Psycho is currently dying. Alefina, that was 3 actions, so Searchlight, it is now your turn.
Well, as you mentioned, Surge Claw Psycho is gonna regain 1 HP automatically on their turn.
On their turn, but their turn moved to before the creature that killed
But
it.
we can do
That's
stuff for free.
perfectly fine. I'm going to quick alchemy a elixir of life, and then feed it to Psycho.
Alright.
that's ominous.
Stuff's happening for sure.
Let's see. So we crafted the Elixir of Life. Yeah, it's asking me stuff as well. For some reason, Psycho was counted as hidden for you. I'm not sure why.
Clearly they fell into the rubble.
Yep. But then, yeah, they heal for 1d5. Oh yeah, it was the animation for losing dying. There's something not working right, I think, from the update with the animations.
That's fair.
But either way,
I'm gonna retch.
yeah. Now she's now conscious. You can retch. You're gonna need to roll Fortitude against the same DC that you did for the will save. So I'm gonna link you that. There you go.
Okay.
Roll this and we can stop the combat music. You succeed, so you are no longer sickened. That was 3 actions from you. We can probably end the combat here. Yeah, everybody's stable, so let's end the combat. As the party gets 80 XP for this encounter.
I swear that the quick alchemy or
Yeah,
alchemy
I'm currently reporting it in the on the Discord for that.
Kiki's going to start with treat wounds and Psycho. So.
Alright, so yeah, now you are back into exploration mode, so now you can do 10-minute actions. While you do that 10 minutes, that soothing tonic will heal Psycho for 10 HP. Alfina does the touchies to themselves. Psycho gets healed by treat wounds. I'm gonna shove the
also
corpse
soothing tonic.
in the corner. Yep, that's what I was about to apply. Searchclaw, what do you do during that 10 minutes? Alfina, please don't move towards more rooms.
Chilling here, holding the door ish.
Alright, just making sure.
Search Claw's not gonna do anything other than try to inspect the enemies. Recall knowledge to see if there's any, in case we meet more of them.
Alright. Target one and roll Recall Knowledge. Sadly, you cannot think of more information than what you already know in the bestiary book that you have access to.
Can I refocus while someone's treating my wounds?
Yes, you can refocus. So you're gonna use the 10 minutes to refocus, because yeah, you were the last person to ask what you do. So you get this, and then you get 10 HP as well.
I already gave myself the 10 HP from the,
You already did it? Alright.
Yeah, I have 23 HP at home.
Just making sure. Search Claw got its first Val. You can get your focus point back. And now it is another 10 minutes situation. What do you do? Do you guys want to continue right now, or do you want to do something else first?
We'll continue healing.
I will quick alchemy a soothing tonic to myself.
Alright.
And Shiki's going to continue treating Psycho.
Alright.
So I'll just reduce my versatile vial by 1. And then add 10 HP, I think.
Yep. Sadly, Shiki, you don't manage to treat Psycho's wound. So you're gonna have to try again.
That's just
next
gonna be
time.
another 10-minute wait then.
Searchlight is now full HP. Psycho, do you want to do something?
Not at the moment.
Alright.
Can you do nudge the scales, Shiki?
I can, but that's another 10 minutes.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then Searchlight, do you do something in that 10 minutes?
I guess I'll do a soothing tonic for Psycho too. So add 10 HP Psycho.
Alright. Remember to remove that versatile vial. I'm trusting you to do so. Then we're gonna advance by 10 minutes. Psycho, you can get 10 HP more, so that maxes you out, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. And that will remove your wounded condition, as you are now healed. Well, actually, it removed already from the treat wounds, but
Yeah.
it's even better. Alright. So, now that you have secured the bottom of the stairs and had a bit of time to catch your breath a bit, you do notice that part of the southeast corner has been caved in, but the hallway going to the south is still intact. So you can there's a path in that direction. There seems to be a door, also a smaller door to the north as well. Yeah, there's some, as I said earlier, several painted frescoes on each wall with finely crafted depiction of a horned and hoofed giant in full rusted plate doing task of utter destructions, with the last one showing some sort of ritual. As Alufino is picking up more halberds and
Nah, change my mind.
placing them back
Heavy.
because it's actually too heavy.
Psycho, should you bring your friend back?
Yeah, probably. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea
Alright,
to manifest the Eidolon.
I'm gonna use free action to manifest the Eidolon. As you do so, I do need to look for the duration on some things. Because the dragon got debuffed, but it doesn't... Okay, so you are no longer enfeebled, because it's been more... That time has passed, but the dragon still thickened. I'm gonna need another 10 minutes if you want the dragon to guaranteed not being sickened.
I will totally be okay with taking 10 minutes to make the dragon not sick.
Alright,
And in that 10 minutes, Shiki wants to examine those,
frescoes.
Yes.
Also, the dragon's name is Quinlong. He's nice, sort of.
There we go.
He's still a dragon.
Alright, so let's see. So I can give you some description without saying spoilers because it's not in the normal shared text. Yeah, that's just description. Alright, from left to right, the first fresco shows a figure covered in full plate donning a rusted helm that seems to spread its rusted decay to the rest of his armor. The second fresco shows the figure underwater, walking around crumbling coral and battling a three-eyed fish-like creature with several long tentacles, its rusty armor forming an orange cloud in the water. The third fresco depicts the figure standing in a wheat field, decay and rot spreading from his rusty form as he battles an antler-headed man and a leaf-crowned woman, both covered in boils. The fourth fresco shows the rusted warrior standing on a violet stone mesa, with island of multicolored stones floating in the background. Angels and devils work together to fight him, but his mighty rusted mace shatters their body and withers their flesh. as we go left to right, basically. In the 5th fresco, he marches through an infernal city, toppling jagged towers by rusting their foundations and turning all he touches to ruin. A quad-horned devil cries out in anguish in the background. And finally, in the 6th fresco, a beam of red-brown light falls on a raised stone dais. This word. Surrounded by black-robed figures in supplication. A single black-robed figure stands in the foreground, arms raised in praise, as the souls of the supplicants swirls out of their bodies and around a single rusted horn, seemingly broken from the rusted warrior helm. A shadow seems to grow from the horn, forming the silhouettes of a warrior clad in full plate armor. And that is the frescoes.
Lovely.
Yeah, great stuff. And
That's not spooky at all.
yeah, and then the last thing seems to be the immense door to the west that looks maybe too heavy or too rusted to move, but you would have to. That does seem like something another giant metal door. All right, so
God, what's with everything being rusty here? Sheesh.
yeah,
Only we had a crowbar.
It's almost like they're worshipping some rust god or something.
Rust
Rust
god.
salt water.
Ross God. Can someone do a religion check? Just roll religion.
my God.
Check.
I can do a religion check.
Alright, I'm gonna advance the time by 10 minutes so the Quenlong can retch for 10 minutes. Retch twice. Alright, Alufina, you do check your mind for religion, and that doesn't seem like a god or a devil, more like some sort of just want to make sure I don't call it the wrong thing. Give me a second.
That ain't no god.
Well, Search Cloud does think it is, but
Wouldn't it?
it's not quite a good thing. Give me a second. I do need to look up the name of the thing, as I am really vague, so I don't say spoilers.
But you've already told us the name once before.
Yep. You do believe that Tsar Azmak is not quite it's not an angel, it's not a god, it's not a devil, it is more of some sort of demon lord.
Is it a bird? A plane?
No, it seems to be a rusted
Indeed.
warrior.
Rusted warrior.
Alright, so you guys do, as you do a bit of looking around and patching up while the dragon is retching in the corner, you do feel like you are ready to continue in whichever direction.
Let me just go peek around the corner real quick here.
Just so you remove the fog of war.
Yeah, okay. There's more there too.
Yeah, it is. That part of the room, it seems like the room was symmetrical at once, but one of the walls has crumbled. Open up into a path that you can't see the end, but it is a path.
Any choices strike you guys more? I like the path here.
Search Claw wants to check the other side of the stairs, just real quick.
Yeah. If you haven't, you should generate this on your map.
There's a door here, and then there's a door behind me.
Yeah, there's the giant rusted door to the west. A regular door, as you have seen before in the rest of the complex, to the north. And then there's an opening to the south, going into a hallway that goes further on.
Before we enter the spooky, scary, collapsed tunnel hallway, should we check the doors? Or at least the one here up north.
I like to check the stuff that's open first because door is closed.
I suppose that's fair.
But it's essentially the same thing at this point.
As I remember how to hide my cursor and prepare ahead for you. What do you do?
We're gonna file into the broken corridor here. It's a half tile, so it's kind of annoying, but
Yeah,
we're gonna poke at
just
the end.
stay there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you move forward, oh yeah, you do see it. I'm gonna allow the others to do one movement action, as Alfina has already moved further.
Yeah.
So
The
everybody
point
else
is
can
to
move.
file in.
Yeah, everybody else, you get one move action. So get in position.
I really wish there was a button we could all click to go into train mode and just choo forward.
Yeah, just go into that line, even though it's not exactly aligned to the visual. If you could shift and hold like this to be more precise. Alright, so this is your lineup.
Yep.
Alright,
I feel like so.
If we collapse and we're all gonna die.
yep, you guys are all dead. Boulder fall, end of the campaign.
Terraria.
It's a bouncing boulder, so it's hard to dodge. Let's see.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yes.
Yes.
Just making sure. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, Alfina, you do spot that there's something ahead, but it doesn't seem aggressive at the moment.
Let's
From-
take a step.
All that you do. That you barely saw. Now you can see it a bit better. Let's see. Alright, the creature does see you as well. And then, let's see. Copy this. As he yells something in a language that I don't think you can understand.
I definitely can't understand that. Did anyone else hear that and understand that?
I swear to Christ, I must have picked the worst language options.
Yeah, that's the thing with picking up language. You need
Okay.
I also cannot understand.
I would like to sheath my trident
to. All right.
and like raise my arm in a non-threatening fashion and consider that a diplomacy check.
All right. You see it. It raises its one of its big hand towards you, as if it's asking for something, like for you to give him something. Do you move? Do you move towards him?
Remember the symbols we got from the boggart.
It doesn't look very froggy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a frog, but the rest of the party can't see it yet because you are in the
Yeah,
one
let-
corner that.
I'm gonna just turn around, signal to my friends, and say, "Come here, but don't make any big movements." So we're gonna crawl forward here, just so that everyone can see. He seems to be eating a book.
Here he.
He seems to be standing in a pile of wrecked furniture. Search law, as you are investigating, you can do recall knowledge on him. Gonna move everybody once more because so everybody can see. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Numbers. As you look at the ugly creature, you cannot quite identify what type of creature it is. You may have some doubts from what you've seen before, but this is the first time you see this type of creature.
I swear to Christ, recall knowledge is absolute dog shit. I don't think I've got anything.
You do need the correct skills for that, and you cannot. It's a bit tricky to have every single skill, so sometimes it just isn't the skills that you are trained in. But also you roll too. It's more the dice.
Many things I'm trained in.
Yeah, but this one... Yeah, it's really your dice.
Yeah.
I would like if I have an action available here to try to recall if I have ever seen a creature such as this mentioned in the at the Church of Gorham where I grew up.
All right. So as the creature is like reaching his hand towards you, like as this, like asking something, mimicking to ask something, and talking more and more in the language you cannot understand. You try to recall knowledge about the creature. So target and use your recall knowledge button.
Is there anything I can do to try to figure out the language?
You can recall knowledge. Alright. Let's see, Alufina. Sadly, Alufina, you don't fare much better than Search Law with its free check, but so you cannot remember a description of this creature from your studies.
I don't know what he wants.
Yep.
But he wants something.
Yeah, he's still like moving his hand, getting more and more like talking louder and louder as you aren't responding to him.
Can I try to mimic the noises?
Yes. Let's see.
Dear Lord, just try and hand the guy the thing.
What thing?
The thing the boggarts gave us.
Alright.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't look like a boggart. Maybe that's what it wants.
I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah, I can get my insignia out and present it.
I'm gonna try to recall knowledge on this thing.
Alright, so you're gonna hand over your badge to him. So you need to move to
Not
next room.
hand over, just show.
Just show? Okay.
Yes.
Well, then I'm gonna stay back. As you show the badge, he doesn't seem too interested in it, and actually seems to start being quite pissed that you aren't responding to him, and will decide to go to attack.
Well, yeah. Well, we don't have to kill him though. Can knock him out.
Psycho also tried to recall knowledge, but you guys just are rolling low. Sadly, I wish I could give you more information, but
I do have dubious knowledge.
you do have dubious knowledge. It didn't show, so that's why I didn't think about that. Well, from what you've seen before, you think that it might be an angel or a demon.
Some form of angel or demon.
Doesn't seem to be a regular cultist. Alright.
Yeah.
But it is now angry as the party didn't respond to his demands. And Psycho, you are the first to react to this aggressiveness. What do you do?
Okay, so we're gonna act together here. I'm gonna cast a focus spell called Evolution. I had the wrong person targeted. Yes. Evolution Surge, the dragon, for speed.
Alright.
The dragon is going to move.
Yep.
And alright, there's one. Well, two for the target.
So I have two different music playing at once. There we go. Let's fix that.
Move here.
Alright. So you use your tandem action to move. Your act together action. Let's use the
Yeah, I
correct
use
words.
my act together action to cast Evolution Surge on the dragon.
Alright. And then dragon moves.
Action for Psycho, and then the dragon moves.
So you still have one action.
And then I'm going to cast Reinforce Eidolon.
Alright. Yeah, you still have vision on your Eidolon, so you can do that. No problem.
That is my turn.
Alright. I'm just gonna set my Discord to do not disturb so I don't get pinged. There you go, fixed. Alright, so that was your three actions as you set up your Eidolon to be more in position. Shiki, you are in the back, you can barely see the enemy, but you do get the feeling that a combat is showing up. What do you do?
Delay.
You do delay. Alright. Olafina, remember to tell me when you want to return before the end of someone else's turn. Alright, Olafina, what do you do? As the creature didn't really answer to the badge that is now in your hand. Actually, I didn't make items for that.
Do I need to stow that?
Yes, if it is in your hand.
Let me move first. To here. If that's a tile.
Yep.
Okay. I will now... drop the insignia on the ground. That's okay. And I'm gonna grapple Mr. Ugly here.
Alright. Target and roll for it. It doesn't work.
That's scary.
Alright.
Let me hero point that.
Alright. Let's see if I can make a...
Is off guard applied to that?
Off guard doesn't apply to those type of attacks.
Really?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see, I'm gonna set it as equipment. Alright, I'm just creating some Bogart thing repeatedly for everybody.
Okay, and then I'm gonna punch him in the head. No, reshield actually, yep. No.
Alright.
That is concerning that I couldn't grab him there.
this.
Yeah,
then-
because my known shield wall is no longer my shield wall.
Alright.
And Dargan's now all the way across the room.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I
Alright,
can
so-
still defend you.
Despite Alufina's best attempt to try and grapple, it doesn't work. So Alufina raises her shield and end their turn. So it's gonna be the next person's turn next.
I believe Shiki tried to do a return after Elvina.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
They
my bad.
didn't. Alright, I was just stretching to make sure, but they didn't, so let's continue. The creature.
I'm coming back after Surge Claw.
Let's see. Alright, the creature will begin by throwing the remaining piece of debris that it still had in its other end. It's gonna throw it on Psycho. That's gonna hit, so Psycho, you get hit by a bit of debris into your face.
8 damage for broken book. Okay.
And then it's gonna turn around and try to bite Alufina with its big jaws. But sadly that really doesn't work, as the shield does defend Alufina. It will then move out of the flank to be a bit more towards the squishies. And that is its 3 actions. Search Law.
Perfection. I'm gonna start with a needle darts with cold iron.
Alright. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Yep.
That is some damage.
Yep. And then I'm gonna
There we go.
follow it up with a alchemist, a craftsman attack of alchemist's fire.
Alright. Give me a second as I fix the stream chat so they see. There we go. And then you try to throw some fire at it, but it just flies. Only the splash will hit, so roll for that. 1 damage. And 1 damage.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, that is 3 actions. Shiki already made your return, so it is now your turn. Unless you want to continue delaying.
And just wind up back where I was anyway.
Yep, and just lose your turn.
Shiki is going to Forbidding Ward Psycho against it.
Alright.
How do I double target again? I can't remember.
Shifty.
Okay,
You can
that
target 2.
triggered.
Yep.
And then I'm going to Whispers of Weakness it.
Alright. Send it chat. So we can apply everything correctly. There you go. You are Cursebound 1. And then you know of its weakness. It is weak to Cold Iron and Holy.
Oh, hey, Alufina, punch the hell out of it. And, well, me and Surge Claw are going to needle.
And yeah, if you looked at the damage that Surge did earlier, it did more damage than what he rolled. And then its worst saving throw would be its will save. It doesn't seem... It seems to be more of a brute than a smart guy. But that might have been visible.
I mean, you'd think with as much as knowledge as it's consumed, it'd be...
I don't think you are what you eat applies to books.
I don't... Well, it wasn't quite eating books. There's a pile of wrecked furniture and other things.
Destroying stuff.
Alright. But that was 3 actions for Shiki. It is now Psycho's turn. As the hunchback creature is in your face. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm not thrilled. Well, I'm going to act together. Actually, I'm not yet. Remove the dragon.
1 action to move dragon.
Then I'll act together.
Alright.
I will shock and grasp the dude in front of me. Yeah.
Alright, grabbing the spell, the first slot spell, targeting its AC. You do hit hard enough to hit, so roll for damage. And that's gonna be a decent hit. If the target is... sadly, the target isn't wearing metal, so it is not affected by this extra persistent damage.
Yeah, but then the dragon also misses.
Dragon misses. Alright, and that is 3 actions. So, it is now Elefina's turn, as your ally is trying to kill the enemy as fast as possible. What do you do?
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna take out the trident with 1 action,
Yep. You have 1 action left.
and I'm gonna punch him with the trident.
Alright. That is a miss.
That is a miss. That's my turn.
The creature's turn. As you still haven't identified the creature, it is still called a creature. Alright, just making sure. Stuff. Alufina, as you are trying to annoy the creature, it will look at you and send fear into your bones. Using 2 of its action. Roll for a will save. It does affect you. You do have Grim Insight that does
Yeah,
modify
I don't
stuff,
think
but
that
I
affects
think
failure.
it counted in there. But you are not frightened from the creature. It will turn
Does
back.
not affect a failure, so
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it does, but I think it did get counted there, because I do see it. And then it's gonna return to the squishy, the pretty squishy caster over there and try to bite it.
I'm in danger.
You are, because it does also crit.
Ow.
What the fuck, Nits?
He's out to get me today.
Oh, I gotta hit the squishy if they are in range. Alufina will try to protect you, that will give you a bit of resistance, but a bunch of damage will still go through, and you will need to roll the 42 save, as Alufina is striking the creature in reprisal. I'm gonna fix your target, so you actually target the creature.
Yeah, sorry. That did hit, right? Because that
Yep.
targeted Psycho for the automatic ending. Okay.
Oh yeah, you did target Psycho instead. Give me a second, I do need to check the numbers.
PC 28.
That was a 20. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And due to your holy nature, it does hurt, but maybe not as much as how much Psycho is hurting. Psycho, did you roll that 42 save? No, you did.
I want to re-roll it.
You would like to re-roll it. I do think you can do so.
It doesn't show me the roll in the chat.
Under the... let's see if I can point it to you. No, I cannot point it to you. Under the 42 save, you should see, like, your name, a small tower, and then number, and then 2 arrows. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Click on the 2 arrows to reroll. Alright, with your hero point, you are saved from the failing on this. And barely avoid being mutilated by the bite of this creature.
How terrible.
Yep.
Would be.
And that was 3 actions from this guy. It is now Searchlaw's turn.
Searchclaw is going to scream out, cover your ears, and then pull a rock from his pouch. So that's 1 action to pull it out, yeah?
Yep.
And then he's gonna chuck it at the thing.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Blasting Stone. Don't you have Quick Draw, though?
Hmm?
You have Quick Baller, so it's only 1 action to grab it and throw it.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah.
I'll
But
just-
about the asking people to cover their ears, there is some mechanic about that. What's it? I know there's one to hold your breath. But as you do throw your thing directly, your party doesn't really have time to react to that, so...
That's fair. I assumed shouting that would be a free action.
Yeah, you can shout. It's just they cannot react fast enough.
Fair.
You do throw and miss, sadly, but I do think the effect still comes in. Do you still have the item in your inventory? Link it.
yes.
Alright. Blessing Soul deals damage, and each creature within 10 feet of the stone must succeed a saving throw, or else they are deafened. Yeah, so it takes only the splash damage, as you missed. But then the rest needs to roll this 42 save. Psycho already did it. Just need the dragon and Alufina to do it. Quinlong, the dragon, and Alufina, the champion. Alufina, you are deafened until the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm scared, so I roll worse on the flashbang.
Do I have deafened for us? Number of turn? No, so we'll just have to remove it manually at the end of your turn. The dragon is in the same boat, also deafened. Apply effect, deafened. Alright,
And the creature also rolled?
yes, I will roll for the creature. I'm gonna be real surprised. There we go. Alright, can you guys I'm gonna link it none from the creature just to make sure you guys can see what defend mean. There we go. Alright, so as you are defend on the champion and dragon, -2 to perception for initiative, but you are already in combat. If you perform an action with the auditory trait, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check to try it, or else it's lost. And you are also immune to auditory effects. So if Searchlaw decides to throw another one of those, you are immune.
Perfect. Then I'm just gonna cold iron needle darts.
And obviously, you cannot hear if people talk to you. I do think the act together would still work because you aren't really commanding the dragon. It's more doing stuff.
Yeah, that's my turn.
But yeah, that needle darts doesn't land. Alright, Shiki, you are Cursebound 1, getting a bit clumsier as your ancestors weigh on your shoulders. What do you do? As Psycho is marking the floor once more with their blood.
Wasn't
He
expecting the
is
gnome to leave
going-
the doorway.
Because the wolf is not currently shoving potions down Psycho's throat, is going to use heal. Especially since this seems like a prompt time to do so.
Alright.
Second, the 2-action heal. so it's
Two-action heal
range.
to do it from range and give a bonus to it as well, so it heals even more. That's gonna use one of your first rank spell slots. Did you press the cast button? Because I don't see it lowered on your character. Well, we'll see after.
Oh, I'll do that in a minute.
But yeah, roll for healing, because it should roll lower by itself if you press the cast button. Maybe if you use some macro, maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Well, roll for healing. And that is a chunky heal, as heal always does. As Psycho is patched up to full. What kind of magic heals Psycho? Is it some divine visual or something else?
No. All Psycho sees for a brief moment is this image of a little old Tengu lady with, like, acupuncture needles walking up to her and stabbing her, and then it vanishes in a shimmer.
As the spirits of Shiki's ancestors come in and stab Psycho right in the good spot. Psycho suddenly feels way better, despite all. And Shiki.
Acupuncture is real medicine!
And then Shiki, you still have one action.
And Shika's gonna use
Healing
shield.
methods of the Tengu.
Alright, so you shield. As you use shield, you are not sustaining the Forbidding Ward, so that's gonna go away. And that's gonna end your turn. Psycho, after getting bitten by the creature, barely dodging, getting mutilated, and ruining your well-kept appearance.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
patched
no.
up by a spirit. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm going to use one action. I'm going to boost my Iron. Yeah. Boost my Iron.
Alright.
That is not your head on.
As you boost the enemy, I remove it
It's
from the
okay.
enemy and
He's-
put it on the
Use my
idol.
Iron now. I'm enslaving this.
Yep.
man.
So you focus deeply on the link between you and your Eidolon to boost it.
Yep.
Boost
And
its
then
attack.
I'm going to act together.
Alright.
My Eidolon will attack the thing. I need to make sure that it doesn't attack itself.
And that is a good, nice hit on the creature. Just gonna make sure your boost Eidolon doesn't apply twice by accident. Because it was there twice. Nope, but you do get a big old strong hit on the ugly monster. Straight in its hunchback.
And then the other two actions that I have with the act together. I warp step.
Alright.
And nope, out of here.
So you stride twice. So you can go up to, I think you have... Yeah, you have 30, so you can go up to like 70 feet away. Just remember that this is difficult terrain, but I think it's gonna show you.
Yeah, I'll move here.
Alright, so you go back towards the stair where John Familiar, the owl, is sitting.
And that'll be my turn.
And that will be 3 actions. Alufina, after being scared by the creature's look at you, and then getting flashbanged, being deafened, it is now your turn. What do you do?
I would like to knock him out. I don't believe the shield has non-lethal trait. Correct?
No, it doesn't have non-lethal by default, but you can do a non-lethal attack by applying a -2 to attack.
Yeah, but not with my hand, correct?
No, that's Monk. That has something special for that. Monk have... not Monk. Your fist has non-lethal by default, yeah.
Yeah, but I think you're switching it. So everyone's fist has non-lethal by default, and if you want to do a lethal attack with a fist, the monk cancels that. But if I want to do a non-lethal attack with my fist, I don't have the -2 because it's my fist. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Non-lethal damage from non-lethal attack knocks out instead of killing. You can use a lethal weapon. You can use a non-lethal weapon to do a lethal attack with -2. So yeah, it's just backwards from regular.
Okay, so I would like to drop my trident.
Alright.
And then punch the shit out of him.
Alright.
And I will be trying to knock him out. Yeah, -6, +6 because I am still frightened and I don't have the +1. Okay, let's go. Alright.
Alright, that's
Damage. I am trying to knock him out.
Alright, that's some damage. He is still awake.
He's still up? Jeez, okay. Well, second attack. A little bit lower, but my fist is agile, so not that much lower.
That will be a miss.
Unlucky.
And that is 2 action because dropping
That
is
is-
3.
2 actions. Let's just roll the other one, see what we get. Yeah, no. Okay.
That is a critical miss. Alright.
Alright. Well, I would have liked to knock him down, but
As you
Okay.
beat up the creature, it slows its attack and starts talking in its language that sadly nobody can understand. Blah, blah, blah. Even if I make typos, it doesn't matter because you guys cannot read that.
Is it the same language that we have heard before?
I will need to look at what you've heard before.
as in from him or from like other stuff?
From other stuff.
Okay.
Alright, but he doesn't attack on this turn. Alright, search club before you act. I'm just gonna try to look what language you could have heard before. No, not this. Where are they? No. It's not the same language as the cultists. It is similar to the dredge that you fought in the forge area. That is the same language as that. It's not the Bogarts. For sure. And it's not the same as the envy spawns. I think that's most of the language you've heard.
Well, that's genuinely infuriating. I will try a recall knowledge.
Alright. Alright, you finally rolled high enough. And despite what the game would usually tell me about making the rolls harder, you still would have succeeded with that roll. And I can answer 2 of your questions. What would you like to know?
Well, since you said that I wouldn't have known what type of creature it was from before, I don't think I can, like, recall knowledge that now.
Yeah, you could. Just... You were blanking out earlier.
Oh, okay. Then I would like to know what creature it is and its weaknesses.
Alright,
We already know its weaknesses.
Also, yeah, you already know its weaknesses.
Oh, fair.
And also, I did mention somewhere that I'm gonna give a bit more identify information for free on the first successful recall knowledge, so just knowing what the creature is doesn't count as a question.
Okay.
For free?
Yeah,
I guess.
want to make it worth it.
Christ almighty.
Or you can just tell me to give you whatever information I want.
Yes, just give me something.
Alright. You identify the creature as a Droxer. It is a male Abricandilu. In other words, that's a demon, that's a fiend. It is unholy, it is level 4. That is a bit of meta thing to know, but I also want to give that information. It is... actually, I can basically share the description. It is some sort of wrecker demon. It despises beautiful things and do everything in their power to destroy both people and objects, regarded as such. So maybe that was why it didn't like Psycho that much. They do have a major weakness that I didn't mention before because it wasn't a number, and also you cannot really act on it from what you have, but it does really hate mirrors, as it loads the sight of their own reflection. As you could have basically taunted it and given an even worse will save than what it has already, as will it is its worst save. And finally, its bite is quite dangerous, as it can mutilate someone and making them quite ugly for a day, basically, or even more depending on the check. But yeah, that's pretty much all the information on it, and you do recall that they talk in as demons and fiends. They would talk in the let's see, do I have language somewhere in there? Yeah, sadly I don't have language, but
The abyssal equivalent, I'd assume.
But yeah, they would talk in let's see if I can pronounce it. Probably not. Chthonian. I'm gonna type it in chat because me and pronouncing stuff is always fun.
You know what? part of what I enjoy about this is you mispronouncing stuff or pronouncing it oddly.
Ctonian.
Kasonian.
Ctonian.
Tulu. Kasonian.
Yeah. So they mainly talk this language. They do have some other language, but that is the language that it was probably trying to talk to you, as it is the default fiend language.
All right. With all of that in mind, I still have 2 actions.
Yeah. Alfina, you didn't hear any of this, so do forget the past 5 minutes.
Well, Alfina already had their turn, so they're no longer deafened.
Yeah, that's right. So actually, remember the 5 minutes.
Aye.
But yeah, no. Cold Iron Demon Darts of Doom.
Alright, is there any reason we shouldn't rid the world of this?
No.
Alright. So
It's an abyssal fiend. There is no reason whatsoever to leave it alive.
It tried to eat my face.
It tried to make you ugly.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
After identifying the creature correctly and making quite sure that cold iron will be the worst thing for it to suffer, after, well, next to Oli, basically, it's the same weakness, Surgelaw goes for the Needle Darts
I want to hit it in its eyes.
and stabs it right in its eyes, dealing quite a bit of pain to the fiend as it
Fizzles out.
rolls over in pain, falling to the ground on their hunchback, and no longer moving. As you end the fight, after Elufina had some doubt to maybe keep the creature alive. But, whoops, wrong. A bit too intense of the music.
I was gonna
Let's go for
say.
this. Yeah, I went into the next combat music instead of exploration music. And that does finish the encounter. And the party gets 80 XP.
Good, great, refocusing. Everyone is healthy, so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, as you did use your heal during that fight, that did just patch up Psycho all the way back up, and Psycho was the only one that got damaged there.
Mutilated.
No, they got close to be mutilated, but didn't. They actually saved.
Thank goodness Shiki isn't traditionally beautiful. She's pretty for a bird, though.
An odd
Okay.
statement.
I'm also still focused. I can search.
So you do spend some time while the others are focusing to look around the room.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and speaking about the Droxer, they don't have Common as a language, if that wasn't obvious. Just it is something that is telling me in the in the guide, so well, in the book. But yeah, Alufina, you did drop your badge before. Do you want to pick it back up?
Yeah. I have picked it back up, yes.
Just making sure that you do. So we're gonna advance time by 10 minutes, as Psycho and Shiki would like to refocus.
Yeah, Surgeclaw's gonna enter the room and search it for those 10 minutes.
Shall we elect to take the break as it is 3 and it's a pretty convenient time?
That would be technically 2 hours into the session, so where our usual break is. So does everybody want to take a break here? Well, actually, I'm just gonna finish explaining this room and then we'll take the break, if everybody's okay with that. Alright?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Alright. So, as the casters, the non-alchemic squishies are refocusing, you do look around the room, and it is really just a big pile of wreckage, of broken furniture that seems to probably has been scavenged from elsewhere in the complex for the Droxer to smash, as it is its favorite activity. Probably would have only passed like 1 hour of doing it, and then waiting for a few days Um, since it doesn't take that long to break furniture, especially for a guy this size. But sadly, there isn't anything of value for the party to find here. So, as I'm gonna shove the corpse in a corner so it's not in the way again, the party will be free to continue into a different direction once we come back from the break. So, let's take a short 5-minute break, get some water, and get ready to continue in general, as I move the bird towards the party as well, before I forget it once again, as Searchlight might be forgetting it. Alright, 5-minute break, we'll be right back. Alright. We are back. As I make sure everything is correct. And something is not correct. The chat isn't scrolled down. So I'm gonna have to fix that. There we go. Alright, so as the party refocus in this small wreckage room where the Droxer was standing in its wreckage, you guys are now ready to continue forward. So where do you go now?
I love dead ends. That means we can go explore the other side.
Yep.
We're not missing anything. Let's go.
Were they keeping it as a pet?
Keeping what as a pet?
The thing! The Droxer! Were they keeping it as a pet? They shoved it in here and gave it things to wreck. They were keeping it as a pet.
What?
Well, they've definitely been in league with other, wicked
Demons,
things.
fiends. Yeah.
So it's not really a surprise.
As Searchlaw has identified, it's not the first fiend that you have met on in your adventures, and it does fit with all the frescoes that you've seen.
Yeah, maybe the Rust not God guy is a fiend, probably.
He's definitely a fiend.
Searchlaw, you good?
That would be convenient for a calm because we have holy and cold iron damage.
It's pretty nice, really.
It's almost like they set it up for that.
Yeah, it's almost in the player guide that recommends some classes. And also some of the loot.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys move past the big rusty door towards the
Yeah.
small, more regular door.
Yeah, because the big door is obviously where we need to go, so we need to clear everything first.
What? No. No way. Alright, so you go towards the small door. What do you do?
My hands are full. Searchclaw, if you could open the door, that would be lovely for me.
Charlie.
As Searchlaw opens the door, a small hallway shows up, and then I throw a bunch of dice on the screen to scare you. Just kidding. Yep, a small hallway opens up with another door a bit further, and the hallway seems to continue as well.
Let us file it. No contacts. Just doors.
All doors.
We have an easier time finding through the other door, so let's go for that.
Alright.
I'm gonna sheath the trident
Uh,
and open.
the door to this room is locked with an average lock.
Not an average lock.
It would take a bunch of thievery check to pick it.
Okay, let us have a look at the other door then. How about this?
Alright. So you move towards the other door that is more in the small nook. So sadly, you cannot have a party member open the door for you.
Indeed.
But you do get there. Is everybody in the position that they prefer?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
yep.
I believe so, yes.
I'm
So there's no lock on the door or anything.
No, that does seem to be a regular door.
Alright, I'm gonna grab it and open. Okay.
Alright, you open the door towards a small room with a bed and a desk, and there's also a chest in one of the corner, but also Let's see. I want to do it correctly. Alright. I do need to do this. Shiki, despite being in the back, you do spot something in the front, in the room. I'm just gonna move some stuff because there's stuff over other stuff.
And this really sounds like a normal room with nothing particular in it.
Yeah,
Gotta
there's
say.
totally nothing in this room. Oh, there we go. Alright. And as you do, I'm just gonna move this out of the way. And you do spot that there's some sort of small, Shiki, you'd spot the one, a small coiled bronze serpent coiled under the desk, as Alufina also spots one on the bed and on the chest next to her. And they also spot you as you enter the room and whirs into action, triggering yet another combat.
Oh shit! Somebody's keeping snakes as pets!
Look at their mouths, they're like saw blades.
Just gonna lower the volume. There we go. And then roll everybody. Alright. Just making sure there is nothing else. Alright. I just need to make sure of something, but I have the information. That's all that matters.
Alright, so my raise shield is gonna activate as the combat starts. Do we have any investigation check as well, or anything of the sorts?
Yes. Search Law would get one. I'm gonna give it to him when he can actually see a thing.
Yep.
Okay, I will raise shield.
Alright, so Alufina, you use your defend activity to raise your shield as I move stuff through the walls. Oh yeah, my cursor is hidden, so you don't see that.
Yep. Give me a pause though.
Yeah, I'm just confirming stuff. Alright, the first thing to act will be the small serpent-like creature next to the chest that was let's see, that was sitting on top of the chest. It will move towards the champion, and let's see, just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. No. Alright. So it's gonna start by trying to slash up Alufina with the blade that is basically its mouth. Whoops, I did set my rolls at hidden, but that will be a miss due to your with your shield. So the first attack doesn't work. It will then try again. And then move out of the way, dropping from the chest, going under the desk.
The Emperor protects. Wait, what?
The what?
Okay.
Alright. And then we continue with a second one that also is acting pretty fast. Gonna move to Alufina. Strike. That's gonna be a hit.
I would like to use shield lock on this.
You block and basically take no damage as your shield hardness absorbed it all. And it will then go and hide behind the chest.
Okay.
Alufina?
I would like to move into the room
Alright.
and have a go at the creature standing close to the chest.
Yeah, it's trying to hide behind it, so... well, it's... Yeah, it's hiding behind the chest, so it's going to be a bit trickier to hit, but you can still target it.
Okay, I will target it with my hand and I'm gonna grapple it.
Yep. I just need to make sure that I didn't forget something about last one. Oh yeah, Alfina rolled this for you to save. I forgot to do it.
Okay.
Alright, you're fine. You do grab the tail end of the serpent.
Yeah, real good. And I will raise shield.
Alright.
So let me disable that and re-enable that.
Yep.
That's my turn. There's room in the room.
Searchbot is going to enter the room, yes.
Yes. Alright, now that you can target one, you can do your recall knowledge.
And recall knowledge.
You need to roll better rolls. You need better dice.
Yeah, I guess so.
I want to give you information, but you rolled a 4.
That's fair.
It's not even a hard check.
And there you go. And then I'm just going to quick alchemy Alchemist's Fire.
Alright.
And this one I'm not going to modify.
Sadly it misses, but you can still splash the main target.
Wouldn't I splash both?
No, when you miss, you only splash the main target.
Oh, okay.
It's when you hit that's you're gonna hit. You're gonna splash on everything.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll quick vial another one, using fire once more.
You need better dice.
Fucking apparently.
See? Alright, another 1 damage. Alright. And that is 3 actions. As the chat is spammed with this bug again, I'm gonna try and figure it out with the dev later. Alright. So, this will slither out of the under the desk and go to do a gear attack on the wolf, but it's gonna miss. It will then go and hide under the bed. Psycho, what do you do?
I'm going to act together.
Yep. Movement to act together as you see Alufina stretching over to grab one of the serpent behind the chest by the tail. And then the other two hiding under furniture.
So I assume they have cover of some sort.
Yeah, they will have a bit of cover.
Well, I like to go.
But then save throws don't care about cover. Yeah, I have a button to do it all in one button. Perfect. They both succeed. But still take some damage. And that was 3 actions.
Yep.
Shiki. As you can barely see one of them under the desk. What do you do?
Come on in. It's awesome in here.
That is the most blatant lie. Well, since Surge Claw didn't have much luck, I think I'm going to try and identify what these little things are with a recall knowledge.
Alright, roll for it. Or use your
Which
Whispers of
one?
Weakness.
That would be under the 3 ice cubes called extras.
The extra ice cubes.
How else would you describe that?
Boxes.
Ice cubes.
Well, you rolled better than Surge Claw by 1. Still not enough.
that doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, she is going to step a bit further forward so that she can see a little bit more of the room,
Alright.
and then Whispers of Weakness to at least identify weaknesses.
Alright. You guys not have pathfinding activated? Like pathfinding from there?
No, but it pops up you collided with a wall.
Yeah,
shouldn't.
constantly.
Well, it will if you don't have vision first, yeah. I can change the setting for that, but that might get metagamey. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, it's currently set that it only works. It doesn't work if in Fog of War. Alright, so you target the same. You apply Whispers of Weakness. You get Cursebound 1. But you do learn about their weaknesses. And it's worst saving throw. They are weak to electricity and orichalcum. I do believe one is easier to get than the other one.
Yes, significantly so.
Yep. And their worst save would be their fortitude, as they seem to be small, slithery creature that slithers around. Being
Does
snakes.
somebody want to be deafened again?
But yeah, fortitude isn't great on them in this small room. That will be 3 actions. Creature time. It will start by going towards the dragon while staying under the desk.
I once did that if Psycho goes down to, like, bloodied again.
Just slashes with their the gear in their mouth.
Now, I am currently grappling a foe, so my hand is busy. I could attack with my shield. Does that get rid of raised shield, though?
Yes. Either you lose raised shield or you lose your grapple.
Is it bad that all I can picture is her taking the snake and whipping it around and using it as a weapon?
I would like to do that later on, but for now, let me do a shield bash on Mr. Snake.
Alright.
Did you apply the damage resistance to Quinlong? Yes.
No, because it was... I didn't say yes on the thing, so it didn't post in
okay.
chat. Because, yeah, there's
Well,
a
we can
timer
play
on
it.
it, so it
Yeah.
disappears.
So, shield strike, bonk.
Oh, so first you're gonna use your reaction.
That doesn't work. There's a special animation for the shield pog.
Yes. Alright. But your resistance is enough to stop the damage from there, but roll... need Dragon to roll on this fortitude save. And the dragon succeeds without any issue. It will then go and try to take even better cover under the disc. This. Check. Damn it, didn't work. Trying again. I did it wrong. Last time, third time's the charm. There we go. Alright, now it's correct. Alright, the other one. It will try to escape from Olafina's grasp, as it is restrained. Well, it doesn't, and it's stuck.
Door stuck. Alright, seeing as I crit grabbed it and that he crit failed the escape, can I use him as a weapon?
No, because that would be a reposition as well.
Okay, I would like to... Well, I guess shield bash him, yeah.
If you crit reposition, I would probably allow you, but...
Oh, we're going for that then.
Yeah.
I thought for a moment you said I would like to ball, and I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
Alright, so I will attempt to reposition Mr. Creature.
Yep. That's not a crit, so you can just move it outside of its corner.
Yep, right here, that works. And then I will shield bash it for real this time. Do I have map on it now?
Yes.
No, yeah.
Because it has the attack trait, which probably should be called the multiple attack penalty trait. Sadly, your shield misses, but the creature doesn't have the cover from the chest still. You still have one action left. What do you do with it?
I would like to demoralize the snake.
Alright.
You speak snake?
It's exactly one. Do I have 2 tokens selected? Can I unselect everything?
On select, you make a random box. Just T a single thing to just select that one.
Because it's saying I need exactly 1 token selected, and
Do you have your character
makes me think I have
selected?
to. I mean, it's not targeted, but it's active.
No, you targeted yourself, but maybe you need to have your character selected.
I mean, I don't see what you mean by selected, but
Just click on your character
Okay.
once.
I don't know why that matters for demoralize specifically.
Alright, you try to
That's
demoralize
mental.
the creature, and it just doesn't react.
Okay.
Alright, as you do so, you didn't refresh your grab, so your grab goes away.
Oh, okay, cool.
It is now Surge Claw's turn.
Fantastic. Surge Claw is going to, thanks to Whispers of Weakness, Quick Vial. Actually, first, I'm gonna an Angry Recall Knowledge.
Set. Jesus Christ, how do you do that? Yeah, I'm not sure I can show it, but you rolled a 4 again.
I'm not even fucking surprised at this point. Alright, the freaking quick vial modified to deal electric damage.
And if I check... yeah, that's activated. Alright, so sadly, you still miss on the hit, but the splash does hit, and since you know it's electricity, you do more damage, even on a hit, on a miss, as it's a weakness, as a guaranteed hit.
Fantastic. I still have one action, so
Yep.
I will try again.
This is one situation where Alchemists can be really effective, even though it's missing. Sadly, on a critical miss, though, I don't think you do the splash damage.
That's fair. Why did you have to say it like that?
Because you managed to find the loophole in me trying to get to say that Alchemist is decent. By crit missing. Alright. As I clear up that bug again. There we go. This serpent will take advantage of the flank. Move. Swish whoosh. Alfina, you're already... No, you had your turns still. So,
Yes. On and on.
you have your reaction back. Alright, it's applied. And it just absorbs the damage, but still gotta do that fortitude save because the hit still landed. Alright, that is a failure, so you do get this. As Quinlong starts to bleed from having a saw blade jammed into him.
Bonk.
But Alfina does bonk the creature. It will then continue by moving. Wait, no, it would tumble through there. It's gonna move towards the chest.
Psycho's chest?
Between the chest.
Ah.
Well,
That arguably
Losing.
makes it worse.
Phrasing!
they knew what they were doing. Anyways, going to act together. Okay, and
Alright.
in the act together, I'm going to have Quinlong attack the one in front of Alfina. It's considered 5 foot.
There's multiple front to Alfina. We should target the one
The
on the
one
right.
with red. Well, you're right.
There you go. Is that more in the front of Alfina?
There's that.
I adjusted the character. Alright. Sadly, that is a miss.
And then Psycho going to delay.
I heard delay and I was like, no, you cannot delay in the middle. Alright. Let's roll the saving throws. One takes half damage. The other one takes full damage. And as the lightning hits this this creature, it thrashes around and emits a tinny scream, followed by a steady ticking sound.
Oh,
So yeah, it is now ticking.
Why is it ticking? Why is it ticking?
Well, the
s-
assumption is wrong.
I still have one act.
Yeah, you act together to strike and cast. You still have one action.
Check the chest.
You move out with your character. Is that all your movement?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna move out.
Alright. Shiki. Dragon's bleeding. Dragon is still bleeding. What do you do, Shiki?
Yep. Side. I can't do anything about that because he's all the way over there. And I am not getting in that room because things are ticking. Ticking is bad. Shiki is going to use the cantrip she uses the least, other than guidance, admittedly, which is very strange. Torturous trauma.
Alright. Target something and roll damage. As I rolled a fortitude save. We apply that. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't forget anything. Actually,
And just to point out, it
doesn't take damage.
It doesn't?
Nope.
It's ticking. Read the last bit of your spell.
Yeah. You did target the one in the back there, as I'm making sure of the colors. Yeah. You did target the one in the back, but it didn't get affected by the torturous trauma cantrip that you did. You have...
No internal organs. Yeah.
You have one action left, I believe.
Shield.
Alright, shield. Alright. This one will move towards the wolf. Actually move here. Do a bit of the saw blades in the face. That's going to be a crit. Which Alufina cannot help, as they didn't have their turn yet. Search roll for this fortitude save. But your alchemic fortitude is plenty to not start profusely bleeding from it. It will then just try to strike you some more. But that's not gonna work. Alright, this one, it will slither around a bit more and go for Shiki. That does land on Shiki, as our clumsiness makes her a bit easier to hit, despite the shield. You take a bit of damage and roll for this fortitude save. Which you fail and start bleeding. It will then try to slice you up some more, but that will fail as well. Alufina. As the serpents are moving around you to attack your party.
Is there a lock on the chest?
And one is ticking. Let's see, whoops, not that. It's gonna take you an action to check.
To check?
In a free hand,
okay. Basically. I have a free hand.
But yeah, you can use an action to check if it's open or it's...
Well, I would like to open the chest.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so you spend time to open chest and you find some stuff.
Okay. I would like to grab the dead ticking snake and put it in the chest and close the chest.
Alright. That's gonna be
take 2, 3 actions. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's gonna take your actions, but yeah,
Yeah,
you do
that's
that.
fine.
And then you close the chest.
Yep.
Alright. That's gonna be action. Search lot. As you see Alfina shove the ticking creature inside of the chest. Not knowing much of it about its content.
Search Claw is going to step over. Wait, can I even like no? Because that
Can you tumble through? Do you need to tumble through?
I would say you can go here.
yeah, I want to see what's in the chest.
Yeah, you can open chest from there and see what's in there. There's stuff in the loot and also
There's also a ticking snake.
a ticking snake. What do you do?
Is there a limit to how much shit I can grab?
It's one action to interact, to get one thing.
Okay, and I have 1 action left.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll just grab this thing. And that's my turn. I'll close the chest too if I can.
Alright. Well, as you do so, the creature that Alfina shoved inside of the chest does... let's see. I'm gonna do it like this, but give...
I swear, if you turn this chest into a shrapnel bomb, I'm going to stab you.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Let's see, it's gonna depend on the roll. I'm gonna make it hidden. Yeah. Alright. You, as the snake stops sticking, it explodes into a bunch of metal shrapnel, basically, and it is strong enough that some goes through the chest, which will be easier for you to dodge than regular, but and then also will do slightly less damage than usual, but I'm gonna need a reflex save from Searchlaw and Alfina and the other snake.
Are you...
Oh, it could be worse. Could be the snake. Alright, but I did say...
Yeah, I go +9 to that.
But I did say I would reduce damage, so it will do everybody 4 damage. There we go. 4. Like this, and then I need to remove some stuff. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, I'll say it next time someone checks in chess. Alright, so Psycho, you see the chess breaking a bit, hurting your allies a bit, but it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to activate.
Oh, actually, this guy took double damage. So this guy is actually at 0 HP.
No, chain reaction.
Yeah, so the snake in front of Shiki is now ticking as well. Which one is that? Alright, that one.
Oh, okay, well, that's going to change what I'm going to do.
Grab it, pick it up, yeet it down the hall and away from us. It's tiny, you can.
Yeah, but the actual whirling throw things is a higher level monk thing. I would need to.
I didn't say you needed to whirling throw it. I just said pick it up and throw it.
Yeah, but it's the difference between reposition and actually throwing someone. Athletics versus fortitude, and then I would put you. I would add a penalty because you aren't a monk.
You can also grab it, go to the end of the corridor, drop as a free action, and walk wherever you want.
No,
Nope.
moving an enemy like that is not.
It's not just a small object.
No, it's bigger than a small object.
Okay.
Alright, you go and crit on the remaining snake. Doing quite a bit of damage, as it is now also ticking. You have 2 action left. What do you do?
I'd get out of the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna use an action on Psycho. To dip into this room.
Alright, move out with Psycho. Yeah, the creatures aren't, since they aren't allowed, you don't have tumble through anymore.
Because the owl is there.
Alright, so you move both your characters out with your remaining action.
Yep.
Shiki, as the dragon is bleeding. It stops bleeding. Alright, Shiki, what do you do? Use 1 action to move.
Yep, gonna get the heck out of that range. Actually, I'm gonna use 2 actions to move and then end my turn.
Alright. Well, it is now the snake's turn, as it's skipping them, but it's... There we go. Unmark them as defeated. So it's actually their turn. Shiki, you bleed. But you do not bleed anymore. Alright, these guys. Now that they aren't inside of the box, they do explode in a 5-feet radius from one of their corner, so that's gonna be here. Alefina, I'm gonna need you to roll this reflex save. And despite the dice, it is not a crit fail, it's just a fail, so you take full damage as this serpent actually explodes.
Can I protect Surgical a little bit on the second attack? With Retributive Strike, or does that just not apply?
It's not quite a strike, I think, for that to apply. Alright, from its corner, so it's going to target both of you. A reflex save. Searchlight doesn't care. And dodges it all. But Alefina gets some more piercing damage as shrapnel throws all over Alefina. This, and then you
do I take any damage?
No, you could succeed, so no damage for you.
Okay, do I click block then, or?
No, you just don't click anything.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. And you do defeat the hidden snakes that were in this room, ending the encounter, giving the party a big ol' 90 XP. Getting close. Alright. And you now manage to catch your breath back as the encounter is over. What do you do?
I check the chest.
Well, you open the chest, and what you could have believed that were a healing potion, 3 anti-plagues, and 6 other bottles of some liquids that you weren't sure are all over the remaining parts of the snake, and a bit of shattered glass.
Hey, look, there's money in the chest.
But yeah, the gold didn't get as buttered from the explosion, so that is still
I will collect the gold.
that is still usable. But sadly, Alfina did put a shrapnel grenade inside of a what would be
Nobody told me there'd be fucking flasks inside. I thought it'd be like a weapon or something.
you opened the chest inside, so
Didn't have time to think.
I will respectfully pour acid on Alfina's face.
Yep.
Okay, no, I'm dodging that. I'm gonna go focus on the corner.
I will now just recall knowledge until I learn fucking anything.
yeah, let's try to roll
She
good
needs
enough.
time to use nudge the scales on herself, and then yeah, refocus for the next 10 minutes.
Oh hey, you rolled a 18 this time, so I can tell you stuff. Alright, so let's open up the book. And you do now identify the creature as some clockwork serpent spy. They are clockwork constructs, and mindless because they are construct. They are level 1. They have a bunch of immunities from being constructs. And what is your question?
Just tell me something. I'm too angry to think.
Clockwork serpent spies are some intricate, complex machines built to spy on things, and they can record audio if that is what their goal is, and they can record up to an hour of sound into a gemstone that they have on their forehead. But sadly, as they explode, the gemstone also explodes.
Alright.
And cannot be recovered. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can, as I've seen, they self-destruct when about to die. They could have been disable a device, but basically they explode on their next turn.
Yep.
So, if you had you have known that, you could maybe have planned to do so, but sadly, rolling 4, 5, 4 wasn't enough to get that knowledge.
Yeah. Again, recall knowledge. What's that?
Yeah, it's really good when you actually roll higher than 4 or 5.
Yeah. Thanks.
There's still 60 copper piece, not copper, silver piece in chest. Please pick them up so I can remove the chest. Thank you. Alright, and then just gonna move this there. So, The party is gonna refocus after doing some focus healing.
I would like to just soothing tonic myself. So expend a versatile vial and then give myself 10 HP for the
Yep.
refocus timer.
Yep. And Shiki, not Shiki, Psycho. What do you want to do?
Well, I was thinking about trying this door with a copper key, and/or if that didn't work, trying to pick the lock.
It is not the key, the correct key for that room. Yep. And you have TF? Yeah, you don't have. Oh yeah, you do. So yeah, you can try to start picking the door. It's gonna take you a bunch of thievery check. And you break your
Yep.
pick.
Thanks, Dust. You're my favorite. It happened.
That's just gonna make sure. Yeah, critical failure. You break your tools. You're gonna need a crafting check to repair or swap with replacement picks.
Which it didn't pick.
Do I have something to say that it's broken? Nope. So just gonna add it to the title. Broken. Alright, so you try once to pick the lock, it just breaks your pick. Your Quinlong does manage to notice, to hear some sort of praying happening from the other side of this door that you were trying to pick.
Oh. There's something happening on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Along here, it's prayers of some sort.
Yeah, it's too muffled to really tell, but
What sounds like prayers of some sort.
yeah. So we have two that are refocusing. Search Law, are you doing something?
I already did the potion thing and then recall knowledge.
Alright, so 10 minutes. I'm gonna remove Curse Bound. You guys can get your focus point back. And then another 10 minutes. What do you do in this 10 minutes?
That's my 10 minutes. Heal, refocus.
Where'd Alufina go?
In the corridor.
In the hallway.
Yeah, just straight down in the corridor.
Ah, okay.
Can I
Can
okay,
you?
weird question. Can I move down to where John Familiar is and
Yeah.
then throw a healing potion at Alufina and splash heal myself, Alufina, and Psycho?
Because
Oh.
you're not a children. God damn it, wrong button. And it's called Healing Bomb as a feat.
Oh, that's a thing. Huh, cool.
It is a feat. Well, actually, it's not. It's not even a chirurgeon only feat. It's just an alchemist feat.
I will. Are we spending another 10 minutes here?
Well, Alfina is refocusing, so yes.
Oh, yes.
Which means I can treat wounds on someone.
Treat wounds on me, and then I'll soothing tonic both Alfina and Psycho. So that'll cost me 2 versatile vials, and then the 2 of you
Yep.
heal 10.
I'm trusting that you are removing your versatile vials, as you say
Yeah, I
so.
had 6, now I'm down to 4.
But that does heal up those two back to full with another 10 minutes. Alright. So 10 minutes passes. What do you guys do now? as you have quickly patched yourself up, looked at the chest.
Did no one buy a crowbar?
Nope. Alright, I'm gonna force my way through here.
Yeah, please do.
Alright. Well, as Alfie wants to force there, you're gonna be at -2 because you don't have a crowbar.
Correct. I'm gonna let you apply it, yeah?
No, you apply it.
Okay.
I just linked you the check that I have. Alright. As Alfina is trying to force the lock to open, it really doesn't work. And you don't really do much. Do you try
Is
again?
it a padlock
Yeah,
on the outside of the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's a padlock locking the door.
I would like to try again.
Yeah, you can
I
try
understand
again.
this takes some time.
Just yeah, click on the prompt and then you can apply a -2. All right.
That didn't apply, but 26.
Yeah, 26. That is enough to break the padlock, as Shiki is reminded by her ancestors that nobody actually searched the room that you were in.
Yep.
You only checked the chest and then moved on.
Yep.
Well, the chest is the important part.
Yeah,
Just
Says there's a
search-
key on the desk.
Just search the room.
yeah.
Well, we just broke the door, so.
Can Shiki just turn and look back into the room for like 5 seconds? She's always had the search icon going.
Yeah, you can. I did make the thing appear. That has stuff in it. So as Shiki, you do go back into the room while Alfina is forcing the door. I
Hey,
didn't
wait,
hear.
guys, there's a key. Crunch.
Yep. So you do find a key. You also find a Everlight crystal sitting on the corner of the desk, and also a journal.
Oh, book.
It is written in Thessalonian, so I do believe that your Thessalonian speaker is not in the group. Yay. Yeah, you're gonna need someone to read that for you, because you cannot read it yourself. Even if the description is probably visible to you. Yay. There you go. Alright. But Alfina did manage to break the lock on the door.
Yep, sure
So,
did.
You do have a door over there.
Yep, I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door and you find someone that you have met before. Praying,
Let's talk.
praying over there. And it is Elder Audrey. Audrey that you haven't seen in now days, as she was taken captive since there. In this cramped room littered with debris, with broken remains of ancient furniture scattered throughout, with a small list of splinters covered with a heavy traveling cloak, forming a makeshift bed. Words. Near the east wall. And Audrey does take a second to adapt to the light over Alufina, as she hasn't seen light in quite a bit. But she finally recognized the party and is quickly overjoyed to see a friendly face, and goes right for a hug with Alufina.
Suplex her.
Yep. As you look at Alufina, she is looking a bit rough. Still wearing her explorer's clothing, but all of her positions were removed, so she doesn't have her rapier or religious symbol, so she couldn't use her healing spells to help herself.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Leon Hugs.
And she is looking a bit
Leon hugs. That's adorable.
she is looking a bit bad, not having much of. She did get a bit of water and some food, but it's been days now.
Yeah, I'm gonna enter the room and offer her rations.
Yep. But yes, it's been days. She's really happy to see the party. Like, oh, I'm so happy that you have finally found me. They caught me and threw me in this room. Ever since we arrived to Iron Harbor, I suspect that everybody in Iron Harbor would be in league with this cult. Is everybody still okay?
Our gunslinger's gone.
Heart attack.
I suspect he probably just ran off in the middle of the night.
A lot of Ironhome people have either died or joined up with the cultists. That's no good.
Hit the dust.
So it really did spread out more out than just within Stonehome. I see. Well, we will have to. Yes.
I think technically most of the people in Iron Harbor are still okay. We did clear out Stonehome.
Oh, you did? Well,
Yes.
that does seem where the cult first took hold. So if you did take care of everybody in there, how were the people of Iron Harbor? Were they did they seem also controlled by the cult, or?
As we're talking, Shiki's gonna walk over and start treating wounds.
No, they seem mostly unaware of the whole current events taking place. Aside from what we mentioned.
Well, maybe it was more focused on this. How would you call this area? Where this kind of temple that the cultists are dealing some working their magic. I'm not quite sure.
Most definitely focused here.
Yeah.
Most definitely focused here. I'm fairly certain they even dug a tunnel from underneath Stonehome out to here. So, most definitely focused here.
I'm not quite sure where actually we are, since they caught me since Stonehome.
We're underneath Rusthenge.
So yeah, it appears that they had a tunnel going from here to the temple, to Stonehome. So that might be why they attacked there first, especially since it was where their leader were, like Ragnolf. Did you find Ragnolf as well?
Ragnolf was.
Was he the dwarf with the fancy hammer? He's dead.
Well,
He'd been corrupted by the rust attacked us, and
Let's just say needles are very useful.
My dragon also bit his head off.
Well,
That too.
we will need to report back to. Sorry, I'm blanking out. What's the name of the original village?
Osprey Cove.
Osprey Cove. We will need to report back to Osprey Cove to at least help the rest of the residents of Iron Harbor, since they really relied on their leader in Stoneholm. Can you escort me out of here?
we would be happy to.
If the people of Iron Harbor are to trust, I can stay in their relative safety for now. And then, but you need to stop what's happening over here. The cultists are doing some strange ritual, and it seems like they are focusing the magic down further, and that must be stopped, and stop anything that might help them to continue their ritual.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can afford to take the time to get you back up, or if we need to intervene now. We're still pretty good to keep going for a while here. But I don't know what to do with you.
Well, I cannot do much since they took all my equipment and also my symbol of Caden Kalen. So I cannot heal your wounds. Even if I could, back in the town, I could probably manage to find something to help you there and talk with the remaining villagers to try and organize their safety. But I don't think it's safe enough for me to just try and get out by myself.
I would agree with that. But still, do we press on with you just staying a few rooms back, or do we just go up right away?
I will say this, I am fairly certain we have cleared most of this floor, all of the top floor, and they should be able to... At this hour, what do you think the tide looks like?
Well, it is 8 a.m.
Yeah, we haven't been for long here today at all. We've been here for like an hour
Yes,
and a half.
but my question stands. What do you think the tide looks like? Depending on how the tide rolls in and out, 6 to 8, it could be a low tide zone, so...
we should still have the boat, right?
Yeah, but the tide is back up. You need a boat to get out.
Yeah, but we came here with a boat, no?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but if we send her back on the boat alone, we won't be able to go.
Yep.
We will limit ourselves, yes.
And also, just as a small GM note, usually when you complete quests, you get XP. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So yes, we should probably just take her back.
Yeah.
Metagaming, Dove.
Yeah.
Without metagaming, I would say, seeing her to safety is...
It should be the priority.
It is one of your goals, yeah.
But am I a good-natured character?
Well, there is also that big ominous door made out of rust.
But then we'd look real stupid if fucking Armageddon comes before tomorrow because we didn't stop it right here, right now.
Who said we aren't just going to drop her off and then come back?
Oh.
Yeah, it takes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so bad.
It's gonna take maybe an hour.
If that, if we just go straight across the sandbar.
Well, if...
Do we want to split up then? Have some people hold here, or just all go?
I think
better to all
splitting
go.
up the party is never a good idea.
But it allows
There's
you
a
to search
freaking
a bigger
song about
area.
it.
It also gets your team killed, or at least half of them.
So the other half can die more easily. Well, as you are arguing, Audrey does follow you and looks around the place. A bit worried
Does this,
about the frescoes.
Does this fresco or door mean anything to you?
Well,
More than us?
I cannot quite tell exactly what it is.
While we're in town, we can also pick up a f***ing crowbar.
Don't you mean a calling crowbar?
This isn't. Whoops, sorry. I cannot really recognize what creature or demon or fiend this would be. This isn't what I got taught when learning about Caden, Kaelin, and the other gods.
Yeah, well, let's go back then.
Alright, well,
I'm a dragon scholar, not a fiend scholar.
You know, fiend and friend is almost the same word.
Psycho, if you shift click your dragon, both of you move at the same time.
Oh, I know. I know. It's just navigating corridors and stuff with both of them is a pain.
well, this you should have everything explored already, so pathfinding should work. What are these machines? Seem to be...
Yep, presumably it's sending magical energy down there for some unknown purpose, but can't be good.
Well, yeah. It does seem like it would be focusing the magic downwards, where I do believe the rituals must be down there. Yeah, this cannot be good. And there's more of them.
Oh yeah, you should have seen it before we got finished with it. There was all sorts of weird stuff.
Well, these mesh...
Please move me along. My browser crashed.
Well, having these machines work... the cultists must have been managing these machines so they keep working.
Well, they haven't been for a day. That's for sure.
Well, they still seem to be working. Well, let's
Alpina,
continue.
can you hammer them a bit?
Haven't tried disabling them, but we can give it a few whacks. I do have a hammer here.
Admittedly, last time she tried disabling anything, it triggered a trap and nearly killed us all. So
That's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Alright, let's see.
If it's a crafting check, I would like to give it a go once I load back in.
Yep.
Alright, I can start banging for sure. Let me try to swing at the glass window first.
Yeah, this little panel-like thing that's covering a bit
I
more stuff.
equipped the cold iron light hammer.
Nits.
Yes?
I'm stuck in the underground map.
Oh yeah, it's not. I didn't activate the other one. There you go. Now the stream actually sees what we see.
Perfect.
Alright, so... Alfina, you go to break a machine with the hammer.
However that looks, yeah.
Alright,
Take a big old swing on it.
Alright, so you do take a bit of time to just smash the machine, as it is a complex machine made out of strange gears and everything, and as you just bash everything into it, it does stop whirring and making noises. Oops.
Woohoo!
And that machine seems to have stopped. Searchlaw, do you want to do a crafting check on the other machine? I do believe that's what you asked me.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Alright. Roll crafting.
Just craft.
Yep.
Can't figure out where. Because clicking on craft just makes me try to craft an item.
Yeah, no, you're not crafting something, the crafting skill.
Uh-huh.
Just click on the title if you are in the HUD.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're not quite sure how the machine works, but you do see some pretty good spot to just jam something, so it just jams up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to understand it. I'm just trying to break it.
Yeah. So you could just use some random item to jam up the machine and stop it from working. Do you do so?
I'm gonna use this reef claw.
Reef claw?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Third claw is using a reef claw.
Yes.
I'll remove it from my inventory.
Yeah. So you just jam the reef claw that was starting to smell a bit from your inventory into the machine, jamming some of the gears together, and it jams up and stops whirring as well.
I'll also just pour in the reef claw blood and unknown creature's blood, just for the hell of it.
And this room is now much quieter than before, as those machines have been stopped.
Shiki and the Elder watching Surge Claw dump blood over an occult machine, just going, what on earth is he doing?
Okay, I'm gonna try to go do an uncrafting checks on the other machine.
Uncrafting.
You know, suitable title.
I'm gonna move to that one as well, as Haldry is
Same procedure.
looking. And you also break the machine over there. And it goes into silence as the whole facility is now much quieter than before.
Okay,
And-
now does this big one also have like energy around it, or is it now quiet?
As you break the work table, it does stop working as well.
Okay.
And now you can barely hear anything but your own breath and steps, as this room is now much quieter than before, and maybe the caster can see that the machine have stopped their work.
Maybe we should have done that yesterday, but oh well. We can keep going now. That was a good idea.
Well, hopefully that will harm their ritual.
Hopefully.
But I'm sure that's not all that's needed. Or else it would be much more protected than this.
Oh well, it was pretty protected. We just unprotected it.
There was this giant slime thing, a bunch of fiends, some cultists.
You did have to fight a lot in here.
And here's the murdered death altar. Fun fact, apparently my ancestors are more useful than some gods.
Well, it's a shame it had to go that way, but we cannot let the cultists do as they please. Alright, so the party does manage to get out of Rusthenge with Audrey and get back into the world map. Okay, start some random music. And this does take a bit of time to get out, followed by you get on the boat and go back to town, unless there is something else you'd like to do.
No, town sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Alright, so you do get back to town as now that is much further in the day. You do have the tide is back up, so you cannot just walk the sand, but you do manage to bring Audrey back to safety, giving you 80 XP. That is a level up. So I do hope that everybody had their level 3 ready. As I try to figure things out, but this should be fine. That's not. Alright. So you guys do bring the Audrey back to town, as the town does see the party return. They do welcome Audrey and offer some help as you bring her back to safety, as one of the rare survivors that you have managed to bring back. And is there anything else you would like to do in town while you are here?
Crowbar.
Definitely crowbar.
What is a bar of crow? I'm gonna update the merchant because I have a better
Wait, what do
merchant.
you mean level 4?
There you go. Yeah, Elfina, why did you set your level to 4 before?
I clicked the level up wizard, but
Yeah.
maybe you.
But I think you had your character set at level 3 before you did so. Just set your character back to level 3 and it'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll reassign stuff to the correct spot.
Yeah, it should be fine now. That max HP is wrong, but whatever.
Yeah, I see
Later.
that you are level 1. There you go.
Yeah,
level
yeah.
3. You do need to choose your Blessing of the Devoted. That is...
I do need to do
I
that.
got the prompt instead of you. Which one do you want?
I have it. I have it here. What is level for reinforcing runes?
4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're
I'll
gonna
take
have
it.
to level back down and then level back up because I did it. Yeah, change your level yourself, or else it's gonna bug. The reinforcing rune is level 4, I do believe. Lesser is 7. Minor is 4.
Fleet is unmarked for what bonuses it gives, right? Yeah, it stacks with everything because it's not. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's untyped.
I kind of want to take swiftness. I'll decide later because this is kind of a
Wait,
big
what?
decision.
Yeah, I think so. There's probably some other module that leveled up. Just fix your level, set it back to 3, and should be fine.
It's up.
Alright. And then, yeah, if you want to buy a crowbar, it's in the store. Mr. John Merchant, the trader of all wares, has everything you'd want. As long as you have enough rupees. Psycho taking the fee to get battle missing more often. I wonder why.
Because I like being alive. I also get extra HP from getting
I
treat
also
wounds
took
for
Ward Medic, so I can treat more than one person per 10 minutes.
Alright. So everybody should be level 3 with 46 XP.
So theoretically speaking, you can heal Psycho and the dragon at the same time and double the amount of HP we're getting.
Yep. Alifino, can you set your level to 3?
Yeah. Let me see.
Because I'd like to get back to that door before the end of the session.
Do I just get current XP equal to max XP? Or does it stay on the value?
You
So I
should
keep
be
changing it, sorry.
Yeah, you should be at 50 HP. You were full health before leveling up. Everybody should be full HP.
Okay. I'll buy a crowbar.
You are the athletic one. The other one with athletics is the dragon.
There we go. Patched up, everybody. Alright. So you do a quick drop off of Audrey as Elsie welcomes her over to the alchemist shop to help her for recovering from her few days of imprisonment. Let's call it that. And then start working towards helping Iron Arbor recover. And then you just you hop back on the boat to get back to Rusthenge.
Can I get like 20 gold to get the +1 crowbar, or else can I get 4 silver? Do you have money spare for that? I think we found some.
I have no problem if you want to buy the levered crowbar.
If you can gather up enough gold to do so.
Let's make it like quick, but yeah, I think that's worth.
It is a +1.
It's 20 gold.
Yeah, the party has like. Wait. Let's see.
Put 5 gold in the thing.
I saw gold.
How much did you get in the chest that I blew up?
14.
There's some silver with it, I think.
I have 74 silver.
I should do it.
I did see gold raising up in the party total, so I just hope that nobody is giving themselves gold.
No, I removed 8 silver from a secondary stack and then added it to the silver piece.
Alright, just making sure, because... Yeah, no cheating.
Yeah. For the sake of it, I ended up picking the multilingual. And I would like to specifically, add the languages that I have heard used.
Yeah, it's Thessalonian and Catonian. Something.
Convenient. Now you can read the journal. Shoves the journal at the wolf.
Now you remember how to read.
Well, it's not just that. You gotta remember, like, they might have been. It's all retroactive. The
That
wolf
feels like
studying
that.
with Marcelonian.
I'm gonna put
Now
the
they're
journal
following up
into
Noah.
the stash, so please take it, dear.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do I have a discount on the trader? Because I don't feel like that was 20 gold. And it doesn't say in the transaction how much it took off me,
Yeah.
but
I see 20 gold missing from the party total, so that seems like 20 gold.
oh yeah, I think it's just silver adding up. Yeah, all good.
Because yeah, I have a total of every coin you have in your pockets, and you currently still have like 8 gold total.
Okay, back in the stash.
Alright, so you got a fancy levered crowbar, and then resplit the remaining gold. Is that the plan?
There's very little of it. One person can carry it. There's like 8 gold.
Well, gold doesn't have weight until you have like 1,000 of it.
Doesn't seem worth splitting it at that point.
Right. Well, if you put it in the stash, I can combine it into bigger coins.
Onward.
But yeah,
Onward, yeah.
you guys go back towards Rusthenge. No time to rest, but you are feeling more ready to face what's ahead.
Are we?
Oh yeah, it's also the casters. Do you guys need to rest for stuff, for your spells?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you
In
are.
order to get the new level spells, yes.
Yeah, you are getting second rank spells. Well, it's your choice. Do you want to rest and go back there next morning and have your second rank spell, or do you want to go there right now?
Assuming this is the last room behind that big door, I think it would probably be better to finish it out. I've still got 3 first level spells.
I mean, I still have one. Okay.
Well, as long as everybody is good with it, well, especially the casters, you guys go back into Rusthenge, ready for more. As I reactivate the scene, and you can travel back over there. Actually, I can probably just plop you in front of the door,
Yeah.
as you have passed in the laboratory enough. As it is now all silent, I'm just gonna grow the party. Plop everybody on the floor. And here we are. Just need to advance the time by a bit. A bunch of your effects have expired from the travel, like your anti-plague. Oops.
Doesn't anti-plague last 24 hours?
Yeah, but you drunk it
Yeah, but that was from yesterday.
24 hours ago.
Oh, we did sleep. Okay.
You slept for your level 1 to 2. And
Yeah.
you had your anti-plague while being
But
at level 1.
didn't I reapply it once we got back inside?
I don't think so, because you already had it. Do you want to
Fair
reapply it?
enough. Nah, it's probably fine.
Also, Lufina's anti-corrosion oil didn't have their proper duration on it, so I do need to fix that. You started at like 7-ish, so it still has 21 hour. Same for this. No, that is 8 hours, so you still have 5 hours on LZ's excellent Bottle Vim effect that Alefina has. Alright. As you return into Rusthenge, it does get a bit more ominous of an area. As you reach the big rusted metal door.
I will try to read on it.
Does this have reading stuff? Well, I can identify the journal for you though, because that is now readable by you. Identify. Let's say you read that while getting back here.
Yeah, on the boat.
And I do think you can read the description.
Yep, currently reading through it.
And share it with the party, so I don't have to read everything.
But Nifs.
No, I already read everything.
Maitlamar's journal, written in Thessalonian, lies open on the most recent entry, which has no date. It's an ancient journal, once owned by his grandfather, and earlier entries discuss the history of the Sky Metal Workshop, the Vlerofix fires.
Yeah, not so funny now.
No, it's definitely so funny. And Iltamar's plan to resurrect Zarosmark. Only brief mention is made of Philaitmar's presence in Dees during Zarosmark's ill-fated attack on the city, other than noting that he managed to bring back one of the Demon Lord's broken-off horns upon fleeing back to the Vlothic spires. Several pages in the middle of the journal contain 2 rituals: Create Undead and Inveigle. Maitramar has continued journaling, starting with an entry that discusses his discovery of the journal soon after returning to his grandfather's home, a year after Sin Edasaril returned to the modern era. Becoming intrigued by the idea that the Horn of Rust was hidden somewhere deep under Rusthenge, and his plans to travel here with several of his followers, his entries since arriving in Iron Harbor are short and brief. One mentions his elation at recovering the Horn of Rust in the Grand Temple, in quotation marks. This entry also mentions his discovery of the secret door behind the temple's looming statue of Zarosmark. The final entry is longer and is reproduced here as handout number 2.
And then handout number 2. This should show it without making you able to see everything, but there it is.
Soon a whole new world will begin. I'm so close to being able to finally complete my grandfather's work. I've double-checked the preparations in the summoning chamber, and we should have enough food and water for the week-long ritual. As much as I would like to have had my fellow believers with me, I need them to ensure all aspects of the ritual go as planned. Without the added power siphoned from the Lorix fires, or the chaotic divine energy gathered by Ragnolf's bumbling hands, this ritual might not work. But I must have faith. With the fresh blood of decay and the Horn of Rust finally in hand, Zarosmark's Sin of Steel shall rise again, and he shall reward me for being the agent of his resurrection.
And with that journal, you do learn a lot more about what's going on here. But it seems like you already did manage to being a bit in the way of the ritual with your actions so far, but more lies ahead as the big metal door stays in front of you. But what's left is... Let's see. Alright. Worship chamber. Door, everything. Alright, so you guys are back into Rusthenge. What do you do?
Big door.
Big door?
Real quick, when I leveled up,
Yes.
my junk bomb, soothing tonic, and elixir of life that I had pre-crafted vanished.
I do see them in your inventory. Do you not see them in your inventory anymore? Because I do.
I guess they just got removed from the formula thing.
I think, wouldn't they get upgraded? Because I do still see it in your formulas as well.
Yes, but the junk bomb, no, because that's still stuff lesser.
Yeah, it's level 1 at the bottom there. But either way, we can check that before the next session. That doesn't seem... Because you do still have stuff in your inventory that's pre-crafted, and I do still see the formulas in your inventory. You do have now moderate for like 4 of them.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because level 3 is 1 level to upgrade. Either way, big giant door in front of you. It is a bit familiar, as you have seen a similar one before, but it does seem to be the way forward as you have explored the rest of the paths.
So if my memory serves right, didn't Giant Spike come out when we tried to open the other ones? Or something like that? I would advise not being in front of the door while I try to open this.
I'll move.
Let's see.
Actually, I'll protect Burb.
Well, Alfina, as you reminisce of the last time that you have faced a giant rusted door, you do take a good look at this door, and you do notice that it is trapped.
Now,
You did roll high enough. You actually crit. So someone could try to disable it, or
I would like to try to disable it. Oh wait, actually no, that's thievery.
yeah, it would be thievery with a thief's tool to try to disable the device.
My
Yes,
thief tools
psycho.
are still broken.
Well, you can take a 10-minute to try and repair them.
Hey.
I'll fix them.
it brokey.
Oh no, my thief tools. They're broken.
How did we do that again?
Just roll a repair.
Check.
Just in general, the repair check. I don't think you need.
Nope, I need the item.
Alright.
Just drag it on my character.
Yeah, well, just roll crafting, and I'll adjust with the DC.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna try to do
Alright. With a roll of 28, you easily fix the bent and fucked up thieves' tools, and they are now no longer broken.
I have a plus 11.
Yeah, apparently alchemists are good at crafting stuff. But yeah,
Who'd have thunk?
now that you have working thieves' tools, you can try and disable the device and try to. Why are you concealed? No, it's because the center is into the door. But you do manage to decouple the triggering rods that would cause the spike to extend, and that disables the trap.
Nets, I think your stream is broken.
Yeah, the journal is still stuck. There we go, fixed. Thank you.
Alright.
Alright.
Position.
Now this, I just need to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Actually, just give me a second. You get a big ol' 8 XP for this.
Yay.
You did it.
Yay.
It was a bit of a trivial encounter, but you did it.
Hey now, all XP is good XP.
Alright, so now that you have unlocked the door, well, not unlocked, untrapped the door, you are now ready to move ahead.
Search clock. Are you able to open the door from the side?
I think I can try.
I'm ready. Everyone's ready. Let's get in there.
You open the door into this worship chamber and are faced by let's see, I'm trying to find good music. Nope, not intense enough. There you go. And right in front of the party, there seems to be some sort of creature that Searchcloud could do a recall knowledge on, because he is investigating.
Thank you.
And he easily figured it out, as it is a crafting check for him, as he easily identified the creature as a clockwork, some sort of clockwork machine, a clockwork mage. But the creature is ready for the party and will trigger an encounter. Give me a second as I fix stuff up. Oops. There we go. Actually, no, that's not correct. I need a second. How can I fix this? Oh, there we go. I've got something. So please enjoy the music.
It's very epic.
Alright. And as the combat, as the clockwork mage notices the party and gets ready to face the party with it, gets ready to face and turn the party into nothing but rust. We will return next week, as it is the end of the session. The party just leveled up to level 8 and found
8.
8.
3?
8 already. You leveled up like 4 level plus 1 plus 2.
I'm sort of down for that.
It's been technically a longer session than usual for me, so that's why I can make mistakes.
You're fine.
But yeah, we will meet up next time tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Shiki will be the first to act, and you will have to face the creature ready for you, waiting behind the worship chamber bathed in flickering blood-red light cast by 4 torches. Illuminating through intricately carved columns depicting snarling demon that rise to the ceiling 30 feet above. While to the west, stone stairs lead up to a dais covered in brown stains of dried blood, with a 20-foot-tall iron statue of a demonic horned creature looms on the dais, holding an oversized pickaxe in one hand and the head of an hoarded fiend in the other. One horn of the statue appears to have been missing, with only a jagged stump remaining. Glowing red gemstones sits in the eye sockets of the looming statue. Well, see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Thank
Adios,
you.
mate.